I'm ChosenArchitect, and this is All the Mods 10. Now, last episode, we got the ultimate dash ability, allowing me to traverse the skies and lands so much easier. And on top of that, we also gained access to lights. Yes, you can even make them invisible. All you have to do is just basically go to your color picker and move this all the way down. And if you want, I believe, bright white, you bring them all the way up. It's pretty darn cool that you can have access to these, right? This is about as close as we're going to get to white. And then to wrap all of that into one space, we also got the storage lectern. So now I have a place to store all of my stuff and continue expanding with our beautiful little bookworms. But it's at this point that the simplicity is going to start kind of removing itself very quickly. All of this was very simple to obtain and get. But today we're going to do a little bit of mining, and we're going to be diving into some other mods. And yeah, speaking of mining and other mods, how about upgrading our tools finally into silent gear tools? All of these can actually be upgraded into silent gears. And there's a lot of things that we can actually do with our current vanilla weapons by changing them this way. We can actually start to modify different aspects of them. All of this that you see here in JEI, which there is a lot, has a ton of customizability options. So basically all of the components of my tool can be swapped out basically for other components. We just need to basically have the blueprints for that operation in order to make those tools. So like a tool rod blueprint, we just need to make a bit of this. Let's see. I am going to need a little bit of lapis here. So some blue dye, and we can start doing things like, for example, tip upgrades. I can just replace the entire head on my axe if I go into a, I believe there is specific tool parts, right? So yeah, like an axe tool part, just like this, what we need an axe, and we can build that tool part out of these different materials, and all of these materials are going to have like different traits associated to them. Hold left control to be able to see those. Now, before I use up all of my crimson iron that we've gotten from looting, I want to actually turn this immediately into a salvager. That way later on, if we find any diamond gear that we're not going to be wearing, we can put it into our salvager, and this thing's pretty cool. It'll actually give us like diamond back, and that includes like horse armor and all kinds of stuff. We can actually get that stuff back and turn it directly into diamonds. Now, when comparing these stats, we need to take a look at a couple of things depending on the type of tool we're doing. For example, in this case, we're looking at durability, right? For our axe, that's the primary focus. And of course, diamond is going to definitely increase our durability. But we also have some other things that we need to keep in mind, like mining speed, attack speed, and attack damage on an axe typically. And all of those stats can be changed. You can see these are going to modify those. The Silent Gears mod is kind of like Tinker's Construct. If you've ever played with that mod, but without the furnace, you do everything within these blueprints and templates whenever you are actually crafting up your individual components. Like this, for example, if I wanted to go ahead and make an axe head, a diamond axe head, I can do that. And then I can take my current broken iron axe that we have here after converting it into an irons tool by putting it in a crafting table, and I can modify this. And now I have an upgraded diamond axe, and my stats are going to reflect that and go up. And the cool part about these tools, you can see we also get back that iron head. But the cool part about these tools is that we can upgrade them, and when they break, they don't just like break and disappear forever. Much like Tinker's had repair kits, there's also a repair kit inside of Silent Gears. And this, I believe, is the only way you can actually repair your gear. So if I wanted to, for example, repair my diamond gear, I would have to apply diamonds to it to bring up the amount of diamonds that is stored in here. And you can see there's an efficiency on the repair depending on what tier you go up to. And yeah, you're going to kind of get more bang for your buck the higher tier repair kit that you actually have on you. But for example, this has a little bit of durability. I added 1 diamond to it, and then I can repair my pick, and you can see that it consumed that diamond and fully repaired my diamond pick. Now, if you were just getting started and you, for example, had like an iron pickaxe, you could tip it with diamond, and then you would have an iron pickaxe that has the durability of an iron pickaxe, but with the breakability of a diamond tool. And that can all be done, for example, with a tip, right? There's different traits that you can apply. I could even tip my diamond pickaxe here with something else. Now, here's my only major complaint about this mod. And that is, it's really hard to know what does what. How do we fully know what materials do what without literally looking at every single material in JEI? That is where this mod becomes a little bit confusing. So I'm thinking like the best thing to kind of put on here for right now with the materials that we currently have is going to be leather grips basically on everything. So we can put leather grips on here, and we can also put string on here. I don't think we're gonna be able to do coatings. I was looking at coatings here, and I think, yeah, netherite is basically the best thing to put on here. If I put blaze gold on here on like my pickaxe, it's gonna lower my durability. It's gonna put soft on there, meaning it mines like slower, like the lower the durability goes. Like I don't want those things, but I wouldn't mind to have like binding. Like this is just going to increase our flexibility trait, meaning it's going to take less durability hits. That's going to be really nice, kind of like unbreaking. So yeah, you know what? I kind of want to try these few things. I'm going to use like some crimson iron here. I think we can go ahead and add this to our diamond pickaxe. And so you'll see some traits like actually changing on the pickaxe here. Very interesting. It looks like our harvest is still diamond on this. Our rarity is still the same. But if we take a look at like the harvest speed, it's still set to 8. I don't actually know if this really changes too much, but you know what? To have a pink rod, I'm going to take that. And then I'll also go ahead and add the binding to this. There we go. So now we have a really nice just base pool. And you can see the harvest speed did go up now. It went from 8 to 9.2. I think we can also bring up the damage if we use bone on our sword. This takes it to 7.6 where it was originally 7. So yeah, there's all kinds of cool little things that we can do just by putting all of this stuff on here. Like same with the sword. I think we can put that on there. And I should also be able to put leather on there. Now I really hope this spoon upgrade actually works, because if it does what it says it does, that means that with the spoon upgrade applied to our tool, we can now use our diamond pickaxe as a shovel as well. Yep, it definitely seems like it. I'm 100% playing at this point. There's a redstone tip that I can make, and can I tip my sword? I can. That brings our sword up to almost 10 damage, 9.6 attack damage by tipping this, because this says it will give me +2 damage and a little bit of extra attack speed. What? That's kind of nice. And all of this even before we get into enchanting. You know who would be the perfect candidate for testing out our new sword? Mr. Enderman over here. Yes, possibly granting us an ender pearl. Huh? Maybe? Even a block? Okay, that did so well, actually. The damage is so good. I like it. Oh man, how are we gonna do against this guy? A necromancer? Don't you run? Don't you run? Ah, no chance. Now I know you guys are yearning for the mine, but if we search up some cobblestone, there are some cobblestone generators, and it does look like we can make this. This is a speed modifier here, and I'm not sure exactly how this works. Do we have to put lava in it? Or does it just start generating automatically? It does say it is a cobblestone generator. Let's grab like a barrel or a chest. And I kind of want to test this out. I would love for some cobble to just be casually generating as we go. Not sure how that mod works though. Ah, interesting. So it turns out it does kind of work like this. By the way, tools that are made from Silent, they will clink and clank and make different noises as like tool parts kind of settle in. It's kind of an interesting mechanic of it. I want this far enough away from the house. I don't want it to catch on fire. So I'm going to place it right here. That's one side water. If I put the other side lava, this should now be hopefully producing. There we go. Producing stone. Oh, interesting. I wonder why it's... Oh, it's even consuming the water. Oh, well, that's even better, actually. It just producing stone instead of cobble. And it should just fill this chest. Huh. That's perfect. So now while I'm in the mine, this should stay running. Well, it will stay running so long as I open up my FTB maps, click the claim chunk manager, and select the area I want to be chunk loaded. I want to claim it, and then I want to hold shift. And then whenever I shift and click, this is going to force load my chunk that I have selected here. So this should stay running when I'm going into the mine, no matter if I have this area generally loaded or not. Now, I'm not crazy or anything. I'm not just going to leave this a normal chest. I can't do that. No, instead I'm going to place a functional storage drawer here, and that looks much nicer. Plus, this is kind of like a shulker box. When it is filled up, I can actually just pick it up and I can move it wherever I want. So let's go do the unthinkable. I know, mining, right? Why would I go mining in a mod pack? But for real, I really need to do a bit of mining. This is going to be pretty nice. Hopefully we can find a nice, large, expansive cave. If that's the case, then we're going to be very, very well off with diamonds. I was also thinking about this down here. This does have a spawner. If I can go ahead and just break this, we should be fine there. And I might actually use this as like the entry point to our mines. And mining a mine is very easy whenever you have Ultimine. So all I have to do is scroll down and eventually I will get to this mining tunnel. And with that mode, whenever I vein mine, it vein mines everything in that tunnel. This is so nice. So very nice. And I tell you what, there's nothing I dislike more than constantly doing the same tunnel mine over and over again. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, zombie, I got a better sword now. You can't do nothing against me. Look at this. Now, already there is a ton of ore just strung about. So it does look like we are in some sort of cave system. And I want to make sure to light all of this up. But notice right here, yes, mystical agriculture. Oh, it's going to be so nice when we get into mystical. But for right now, this is going to be our early source, I do believe, of essence. But later on, we're going to be able to farm it so much better. Yeah, there's a big cave right here. So notice, by the way, this is another thing. This is kind of like a torch launcher. So ours basically is allowing me to place these around. And if you hit a mob with this, the mob will illuminate. Well, if I can actually hit it. For example, this. And it'll end up getting glowing. Now, thankfully, I have been warned by you guys that there are some less than savory mobs that we might encounter in the undermines. And yeah, to that, I am kind of worried. Like, you guys have definitely scared me a little bit. But I think I'll be fine. I hope I'll be fine, that is. Now, in my opinion, in this version of Minecraft, nothing fun really happens until you get underneath Y level 0. Maybe there is some scraps, you know, laying about up in these upper levels. I don't know. I mean, this actually leads into what looks like a very, very large open cave. Okay, there's a little bit of lava down here. I still never made a shield. Probably should have done that. That's okay. We got this. We got this. Ooh, what is this? So there is a structure down here. Okay. And we got a looter chest. Ah, a trapped looter chest. There's TNT underneath it. Those fiends, man. He's trying to get me. A bunch of rails. I might actually take the rails. I believe Railcraft is in here, which is kind of a nifty little mod, especially if you enjoy your rail structures. Now, wait a minute. There's another one right here. Oh, this one's not friendly. Not friendly. Oh God, there's lava. Hey, can you not? Right now. Hey. Whoo. Oh, I have too much PTSD for this. I can't. That just, oh my gosh, it just stressed me the crap out, man. But at least I did find a power glove. This allows the holder, okay, to deliver powerful strikes. So the powerful strikes increased the damage dealt to the player. This is actually really, really good. If we could get the damage modifier % up, it's amazing at 26, but this should go higher. Oh, we got 30% there. That would be a really nice thing to have on us. Okay, so now we have a chance of delivering a hit that deals like 30% more damage. That could be very, very brutal. Here we go. Osmium. Yes, I will take so much osmium. These ore veins are huge. Is that intentional? Like that these ore veins are this big? Is this like an all the mods thing? Look how big this silver ore vein is. Oh, that's fantastic. There's everything from like nickel, gold, all kinds of stuff. I definitely want the prosperity ores. Those are some other things that I definitely want. Yeah, these osmium veins are absolutely massive. Like, it's just getting that much ore from one vein feels really, really good. And, ooh, there's also this. I probably should take this while I can, because I have a feeling if I start to get into Forbidden and Arcanus later on down the road, I'm going to regret probably not grabbing a lot of these things. Now, port is something that you actually find down here that is used for silent gears. And it looks like a coating smithing, and there's also some blocks that you can build with it, a refabricator. It's also a tool part. jewelry setting. Interesting. You know, I never thought I would say this, but with the ore veins being so big and us having vein miner, it actually feels really satisfying to mine. Like that's a feeling I don't always experience. Oh, hey, look, there's diamond. Oh, I think this is our first evil craft ore, dark ore. There we go. Actually, that is the initial starts to evil craft. Like as soon as we have that, we can actually start farming all of the blood stuff that's related to the mod. Now this is more like it. Look at this cave right here. This is definitely going to be filled with tons and tons of materials and also enemies. Yep, that's, whew. Okay, so there's actually quite a few of these structures laying around. I think these are from the artifacts mod. So yeah, there's a lot of them laying around. Ooh, and I always boop these. Yeah, these can have some really good stuff in here. Some really nice stuff from supplementaries. Wait a minute, that means supplementaries is updated to 121. Oh, we have supplementaries in here. Sorry, supplementaries is like one of my favorite cosmetic mods. Like I love like all of the decorative stuff and the functionality in it as well. Oh, I can already see so many diamonds. Yes, exactly what I'm needing right now. I will take all the diamonds I can find. There we go. Look at that. There's just surface diamonds. Like this is why caves are so nice. Yeah, there's just so much diamond. There's gold. Like everything that we could ever want is right down here. This is a great start. Like what a great little cave. Ooh, I found some runic deep slate down here. Okay, so that gives me some runes. That's from Forbidden as well. Very, very nice. But look at these sneaky diamonds that are back here. Look, they're hiding now. They think they're getting away from me. And just when I thought I couldn't get any better, look at this. Oh my goodness. It's an entire area underneath this. Yeah, I say we're good. We're definitely set. This is definitely setting us up for success. Now, all of this blackstone that's called Kiwi that's up here, we might want to grab this. I'm going to grab a little bit of it. That's because it's going to be used in Zycraft later on down the road, and we are going to need that and also aluminum. We still haven't found aluminum, and I'm assuming that's because aluminum is like in the higher levels, but maybe it's just one of those rare materials. I mean, there are a lot of mods in here that actually utilize aluminum. For example, Immersive Engineering definitely uses aluminum, and I'm sure there are others as well. My pickaxe should be getting close to breaking, and there it went. So my tool just broke. Now it says you broke it. I'm not sure that it removed like all the modifiers that I had on it. It doesn't look like anything's on there anymore, but this is kind of a problem if that's the case. But I definitely should be able to repair it, right? So I do have diamond that we've mined up on me, and if I take like 3 diamond and I add that up here and add it to this and then put my pickaxe in here, that should repair it. Okay, it's just a cosmetic thing, it looks like. So even if it does break, we do keep all of our bindings and stuff like that. So there we go. And then we just repair it, right? And there's still a little bit of material left over because we have that bonus of the 40% efficiency. Oh my gosh, there's a stingray and then there's a baby stingray. And they're just chilling down in this cave. Oh, and there's also some crab down there as well. And a shark. Why is there a shark here? As if cave exploring wasn't dangerous enough. It's just throw in some sharks, you know, just toss some sharks in here. The section down here is so massive, and we're already like nearing the lowest level. So we're at -50. So, I mean, if we were going to find diamonds, it's going to be down here. And is that a cave creeper I see? Oh, it is. That means cave creepers are in here. Oh, you know that this is going to be heavily exploited. If it is exploitable. Oh, cave creepers are really nice unless their loot pools have been changed. I don't know, but cave creepers can be very powerful. Oh, and I managed to find some mithril. Now, mithril I can't actually mine with my current tier diamond pickaxe, right? Because it requires netherite. But you know what can mine it? Yeah, you guessed it. Ars Nouveau can actually do it. Believe it or not, if we have a break spell that is set up, let's go ahead and set that to 4, for example, and we do a projectile break and amplify twice, this will then be able to break the mithril. Yeah, it can go all the way up to that mining level with 2 applied to it. Yeah, and we're still on a tier 1 spell book, mind you. Mithril is used, by the way, for some really interesting, like, later game things that are a part of iron spells. Oh, and perfect. There's a big geode down here. I know we have a geode basically under our base, but This is another one that is that's going to grow as well. That's also right next to our base. Hey, I can't stand these jump scare guys. Oh, the jump scares, man, get me every time. They are kind of cool though. These are mimics. But at least every time they do drop something really nice. Like we just got feral claws. Oh, that's going to be cool, right? What do you give us? Awaken the bloodlust within the relic holder, causing them to attack faster with each subsequent strike. Ooh, this is one we actually have to learn. Ooh, I wonder, like, maybe it's like drawing the line to each one, and it's just its own line, right? Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm learning this. Beast Fury. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Like, that's something we can also put. We have an open hand slot. Now, you know what? I think this would be a fantastic place to just place down our waystone. And there we go. So now we have a waystone ready to go. I got this whole area lit up, but I am hearing zombie noises that are down here. Is there like a zombie spawner in here? Yep, as 100% a zombie spawner. I don't know if I've ever seen one in deep slate though. That's kind of interesting. That means I could pop my head in back here. You know what? I could just light this up. These guys are not going to give me any problems, right? Right? I can just light that up. Perfect. Just give them a good old whooping here. And what do you got? Ooh, I'll definitely take ours. Okay, they can still spawn apparently. Some ink. Nothing that amazing. Dark steel, I'll always take that. And another spell book. Okay. So, technic fishing. Okay, so the squid Lovecraftian roots appear to make it immune. I wonder what that does. Also, we got random cabbage in here from mine colonies. What? Okay. Oh, and we also have a Vengeant Spirit that's just contained in here. This is actually really cool because later on in Evilcraft, we're definitely going to need Vengeant Spirits. Also, by the way, I know you've already ran to the comments. I completely butchered this after taking more time to read it. Telekinetic fishing rod. I have no idea what I said. Tectonic? What was I even saying? At the end of the day, I'll just blame my dyslexia. I do though want to give this a try. I want to see what this does. Like, do we just aim it like at a squid, for example? Like there's a squid right here. And we give it a good shot. And we missed, I think. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It throws a block up in the air. Oh, interesting. So that means like I could, for example, send a sheep up into the sky. Oh, wait. I just shot it. Oh. No, you shoot it at a mob and it throws it up in the air and gives you the drops. It does not do that. Does it really? Oh my goodness, it slams them so hard to the ground. Okay, it doesn't work with a creeper. Oh my goodness, don't do it with a creeper. You are a troll. Good, you are an absolute troll, my dude. You know what? I should have figured that would happen. Well, by the way, you know how earlier I was saying I didn't have any aluminum? Yeah, it's just some surface aluminum right there. So yeah, it must spawn at the higher elevations, kind of how like iron is better found at higher elevations. Aha, so just as I suspected, all of our storage has kind of ran out, but we can solve this by using basic storage upgrades. We need 2 if we're going to do a chest. And whenever we do this, it will convert that chest into a sophisticated storage chest, which also means that we are probably going to need, just to upgrade the tier of our container, we're going to need, for example, 2 of them for each chest. It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, for example, to upgrade that to iron, we now have significantly more storage inside of our original chest. So now with all of the ores basically that we found, we really just need a way right now to smelt them. We don't need to process them or anything like that. We really just need to get them into their raw form and worry about, you know, making it a little bit more efficient later on. So we did get an iron furnace out of our quest, which is really nice. And it gives us the ability to basically upgrade it. So let's go ahead and upgrade our iron furnace through the tiers. And we definitely want to get this into at least a diamond tier. And from that point, we can move it into an emerald tier. That's a really, really great option. And we can't go any further because this would go to an obsidian version and we just don't have blaze rods yet. Right? Because we probably will very, very soon. But emerald is definitely nice, and we can take a barrel. I really like using barrels because they're just nice, simple, and compact. And this could actually be fairly automated, right? We have a barrel here, and we can put our furnace right here. And what this will do is any finished product will go into the bottom here, and the lectern will automatically pull those into our storage. So we don't have to worry about emptying this, but we put the ingredients up here. And if we set this in our config, we can have auto pull right here, auto input and auto output turned on, have the top be the input, which inputs are usually blue in color, and then output on the bottom, which is usually orange in color. There is another option, by the way, that does input and output out of the same side. Very, very useful for other setups, but that's later on down the road. And then auto fuel input, which as of right now, we're probably just going to put some regular fuel in here like coal. There's all kinds of different coal, by the way. We get the lignite coal, which is one that we do have. We can use that. We can use lava buckets, all kinds of different stuff. But this should be a pretty fast furnace. And there are some upgrades for iron furnace that allow this to go even faster. Like especially if we make a blaster augment, like a blasting augment makes this incredibly fast. And then on top of that, we also have speed. So we can do a speed upgrade as well. And all of this is just going to make things go a little bit faster. Let's see. If you put the speed in, though, you can't have the fuel efficiency one. So that is something to note. And then whenever we get power, we can actually power this with power, which is going to be pretty nice. So there it is. There is our blast furnace, and we can take all of our raw osmium, for example, and I can put it into this container, and it's just going to start smelting it. And it's pretty fast. Like for what it is, it's pretty fast, and all of that material is going immediately into our storage lectern. So now something to note about all of the ores, like literally all the ores. All of the ores here are in the pack, basically preparing the mod pack for its future. So if, for example, thermal gets added, then this nickel will carry on its tag. And even though the mod wasn't in there originally, you still have the ores in the pack ready to go. So yeah, it's pretty darn cool what they have done here, especially future proofing. Like whenever mods potentially get updated and added back, you're going to have the ability to use these materials. It's wonderful. So just wanted to kind of preface that, since you may be wondering, why are there all of these different ore types, but those mods aren't in here? Well, now you know. So now with a little bit of mining out of the way, we are definitely prepared for the next step. And that is going to be diving into the absolute tech of the tech monsters. And I would say Mechanism is definitely one of the best early game tech mods to dive into head first, not only for its sheer power production rate, but we also have a lot of processing options as well for our ore materials. And it's going to lead us into other cool mods as well that will allow us to do some fun stuff. But first, we do need that introduction to power, and that is where mech is really going to shine. So I think next episode, we are going to dive into that. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And hopefully you had an absolute blast in doing that. Now, of course, be sure to slap that subscribe button and give this video, of course, a huge thumbs up. I really do appreciate you guys. And well, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to Zane. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting in one of the best ways possible. Guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and or in the comments or Discord or even on Twitch. Well, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!